They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's a give to Lindsay running right. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Let's go. 290. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Let's go.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there from McCaffrey. 48 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Nixon trying to punch it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Santos' kick is up and through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw is Mariota. He's going to fire one deep up. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Here we go. Set. 90. Walk. You get me? He's not going to get me?
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other bats in the league.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Mariota to sneak it, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Marcus Mariota taking it in, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
That's a gain of
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want to know. They don't want to know this.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
I got you, boy. Come on. Hey, Alpha. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Like 5.
block on third down. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there from McCaffrey, 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Strong right.
You got tight. You got tight.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On play action, Mariota. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah.
Play action now, Mariota. The Bengal pressure gets him that time, down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Mariota. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Christian McCaffrey on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The ultimate speedster showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up second and 8. At the 13-yard line.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check out. 180. Check, 47. It's coming this way, Here we go.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
A 24-yard attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead now 5, 11-6. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, he's picked off just shy of midfield. What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bumping code, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, Mexico. 11B. Hey, Delta. 5, by 5. Watch the back. Middle. Watch the back.
The final shot before the break. Luck. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 12, Luck complete to his tight end, Seth DeVal. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
It's our time. It's our time.
Out of the gun, Luck. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This is McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 17.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. Now, the kicker fest continues. He's been good, though. Knocked through 4 of them now.
If you're the kickers for these 2 teams, you know what you're doing next week in practice?
You're walking over.
Yeah, besides that, you're walking into all the meeting rooms saying, you love us now, don't you? Now you love us because you need us, because that's all we've seen. Kickers scoring all the points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Lindsey going to try and run it in. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's got room. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there from McCaffrey. 68 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. '47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47.
From the gun, here's Love. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll make it 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trevor Williams was shot out of a cannon there on the corner blitz. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Fielded just inside the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Mike 5. Hey, get away.
Come on. Hey. High 7.
A shotgun snap for Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
27 Mike.
Crawl.
Push him back.
Hey, zoom.
47 is the Mike. 47.
Throwing is Love. And that is incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Lindsey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Nifty footwork at the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Luck now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Guys, his game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Partner, you've got a tie game and time running out. You got to be ultra careful down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the play that decides this football game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. On the ground, McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Alert 3, alert 3. Go.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
So